Hello, Toy Collector fans, Universal Toy Collector here, and welcome to the channel, and welcome to the 24-hour charity live stream in aid of Give Kids the World. Okay then, so before I get my next guest on, I have two links to the donation page, this being one of them. I did check it out a bit earlier and everything seemed to be working okay, but half an hour before I tried the link and it's saying it's not working. So try this one anyway, guys. It should be a live link, but can't seem to be getting that to work at the moment. So if that fails, then you can try this link. The links are in the chat. So, yeah. Before I get my first guest on, I just want to say hello to Sergeant Slaughter's Slaughterhouse. Good evening from Australia. This is going to be one epic day for charity. I'm hoping so, my friend. I'm hoping so. And then we have Dave World Toys. All the best, my friend. And I will see you tomorrow around 1 p.m. for a toy special. Awesome stuff. We have Boba Hicks in the chat. Hello, everyone. How you doing, man? Des T, hey there, Stu, all the best. And Darth Rock, hi, buddy. Hello, hello. Right, without any further ado, let me get our first guest on. He is known for his YouTube channel, Chasing 80 Toys. It is the one, the only Chris Miwa. Hello, sir. Hey. Awesome.
This is the way.
Awesome stuff. How you doing, my friend? All good? I'm
doing good, yes. How are you doing?
Awesome. I'm okay. I've got to say I'm a little bit nervous, if I'm honest. I'm just hoping this donation page is set up okay. So we shall see.
We'll be all right. We got Grogu here. We got the Mandalorian here. So we got everything covered for the first 2 hours. So
absolutely, absolutely. So what have you been doing, Chris? What's been happening in the world of Chris Miwa and Chasing 80s Toys?
Yeah, I've been dressing up especially for you for this live stream. So I thought I'd get my Mando cosplay out, you know, dress up for this special occasion. And we're celebrating something special today besides the wonderful charity we're doing. You know, Stu has been going for 1 year already.
Oh, well, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's a year anniversary, but, you know, today I just want it all about, I want it to be all about Give Kids the World, making sure we raise as much awareness and money as possible for a well-worth charity. So, oh, Georgie, hang on a minute. There's hi, Chris from Boba Hicks there.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Chris from Dark Rock.
Hiya.
Dark Rock rather, and Georgie. Absolutely amazing. Yeah, loving that. Loving that. So, crikey, what have you been doing? What's coming up on your channel?
What's coming up on my channel? Let's put Grogu to the side a bit because he's taking over. Yeah, we're taking it easy this year. Jeff, Pete, and I talked about taking it easier this year, you know, taking it easy into the year, but we're doing a video every week so far, I believe.
Yeah.
We got a wonderful toy hunt video of Pete coming up pretty soon. I just edited that, so that's coming. And I'm trying my hand in a few, perhaps you've already seen them, 50s songs, crooner songs, Sinatra style.
Yes, I'm liking those.
Seeing what that does, you know, it's not toy related, but maybe a few of the watchers are inspired, and that's a way of keeping that 50s nostalgia, that wonderful time alive. That's why I'm basically doing it. So I'm trying a bit of music there myself, and as I understand, you're not a stranger to music too, Stu.
No, I like to have a little sing song every now and again. I don't do it as much as I used to. Hang on a minute, we just got Travels with and More with Jason. Hello, sir. Yeah, so I used to do a fair bit of singing, but I've knocked that on the head at this moment in time. So I've got my teeth into other things. Right, guys. So this is the link, and this it should come up with this. So we have a total of $1,500. That is our target within the 24 hours. The link below. If you do want a chance of winning a giveaway, then yeah, you need to donate, and then your name will go into a wheel. Once we hit a target goal, then we will do a draw. So hoping everything goes well. I really am, because this first time me doing something like this, and it is a bit nerve-wracking. So I just want everything to run smoothly, especially the donations page. So yeah. So who we got? G-Force in. Hi, Stu, Georgie, and Chris. It's a great thing you are doing here. Thank you very much. There you go. Awesome stuff. Have a great 24 hours. Yes. Well, thank you very much. I'm hoping it goes okay. What's this? Is that true? Gary Lineker will be appearing on the street? No, he won't. But awesome stuff. Thank you very much. Definitely check your phone, Stu. Right. Okay. Where is my phone? Here's my phone. So yes. So you like the old crooner songs then, Chris?
Yes, I love singing, and maybe we can put it up to the audience if they would like you and me putting something together in the future. You know, the both of us singing together. Maybe we can make that happen in the future. You know, let us know in the comments if you like to see that later this year. And obviously,
oh yeah, definitely.
I'm putting you on the block here, Stu, but I know you have a wonderful singing voice and you have the passion for the song as I do. Maybe we can put something together later this year, not in a hurry or so, but.
Oh, absolutely. Why not? Yeah, that would be great to do a collaboration. I have to say, I need to dust the old vocal cords down. So we do have a donation already. Is that can't come up? No. So G-Force has kindly donated. So thank you very much. Not G-Force, VTR Dave. So oh my God, this is a nightmare. So let me just get. I need to share this screen as well. So let's get this screen up. Bear with me. So what I need to do is type in BTR Dave. So there you are. BTR Dave's is in the wheel already. So awesome stuff. So I appreciate that, Dave. What am I doing?
It's all live.
That's better.
It's all live, folks.
So if you're saying about a collaboration, what kind of song would you like to sing? What kind of music?
I'm a bit at home. I find myself most at home in crooner stuff, 40s, 50s, 60s. I like to keep that period alive for generations now and future generation. I like my fair bit of classic Western song too, you know.
Yeah.
I try my hand. And of course, I'm a musician, so I play all sorts of music that way. But vocally, and I think we're talking vocally here, that would be my preferred era. So I'm knowing what you've sung in the past, I think we can meet each other somewhere and make something cool happening. You know, I'm not talking Jason and Kylie Minogue, especially for you.
No, absolutely not. Definitely not. No.
Yeah,
no,
awesome.
Good God, no.
We got Reynolds reviews in the chat. Hi, Reynolds. Hi, Luke.
Yes, Luke, he'll be joining us later. Bless him. So be good to speak to you again, Luke. We've got Boba Hicks later on in the day as well. Well, early hours of the morning. Bless him. So appreciate that. It's going to be a late one for Boba Hicks. Here we've got Connor. We need Chris to come and sing in an Irish pub.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
Join forces with Clannad, or I don't know, are the Dubliners still in business? I wonder.
Thank you very much. So I'm just going to put you down for the put your name in there. So where are we? Come down. So travels with Jason. So I've just put you down as travels with Jason there. So thank you very much, my friend. Much appreciated. So we're getting there slowly. So we have Detty. So Miss Detty will be doing a quiz later on between the hours of 10 p.m. and 12 midnight UK time. She's got her own little theme going for the intro for the quiz.
Cool.
So that'd be awesome to see. What's this? Detty, yeah. Connor, they're saying hello to each other. Awesome. Evening. Hello, Ryan. How you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, so you don't want to do like a Kylie Minogue. Jason Dunham. I'll tell you what would be good. That Robbie Williams one, where he does that duet with his friend. I can't remember how it goes. When the wallpaper sticks to the Me and My Shadow.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
lot of
that one. Yeah,
a lot of crooners done that. I know the Frank Sinatra and Sammy Davis Jr. version of that. But yeah, we can talk about it and make it happen, and maybe that would be fun, because you're a man of many talents. Besides,
well, I don't know about
that you're a great lad, Stu. So that shows by what you've done here. 24 hours, amazing.
Yeah. Listen, I've said before with people, we take it so for granted that we can look back and just reminisce on our childhood and what it was like back for us in the 80s, especially growing up in that era. And like I say, we do proper take it for granted. And you've got so many kids in the world that won't ever get to reminisce about their childhood, or and it's such a shame. So I just feel what Give Kids the World are doing is a fantastic cause, absolutely. So like I say, hopefully we can raise as much awareness and money as possible.
Yeah.
So did that parcel I sent you, has that come through yet?
Yeah, it has come through. It's been taking a while to get here. I got from your response. But when did you mail a parcel to me? How long ago was that?
When that was what we're in now. I think it would have been March. That would have been the 13th of February. So have you actually got it with you? Has it been delivered?
Yeah, it has been delivered here.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, then don't worry about opening that yet. I've just wanted to make sure that it was
it's there and
it was here. So
it looks like it hasn't been gone through any rough treating. So I think everything in there would be fine this time.
Yeah, absolutely. So if Georgie, if you're watching, if you can just keep an eye on the donations for us and let us know, so then I can put people in. So I'm just going to keep jumping from time to time to see what we've got. So awesome stuff.
Yeah, good point from Boba Hicks. Or smash that like and
Oh yeah, absolutely. So yeah, appreciate that. Thank you very much. So let me just get the link up again. There we go. So there's the link to donate. Georgie, can you just make sure, Georgie, that this is the right link that people are using and stuff like that? So there we got here. Phone. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna have to keep this. This is gonna be quality entertainment. Boba Hicks donated. Okay. Right. So where are we? There's the wheel. There's the wheel. So Boba Hicks.
Are you already able to tell the watchers what the giveaway is going to be? Are you already going to give a hint away, or is that coming later?
It would have been on the blinking on the dashboard. So what we've got then for giveaway number 1 for the first reach goal will be Evelyn.
Awesome.
So that'd be the first giveaway. The second reach goal will be this. I mean, not the frames, because the frames are mine, but I've got some awesome artwork that Simon from Manga Fandango Art and others will be donating. So there'll be 9 pieces of art, including these two. The reason I'm showing these two is because I've not managed to get these up on the wall yet. So this was Miss Detty. So awesome stuff.
Beautiful.
And the rest of the art is behind me on the wall there. So very happy with that. All right, let's just go to the chat again. Awesome stuff. So have we got more donations? Let me refresh this page. Blimey, yeah, awesome stuff. So if you could just let us know, Ryan. Oh God, my phone keeps going. So this is how it's going to be, I'm afraid. Sorry about that. This live donation page isn't working. Yes. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you could let us know that you've donated, please, in the chat, and then I can just go and check, and then I can put your names up. So I have to do a lot of running around today, but I wanted to at least get. Oh, good man. Thank you very much. Listen, if you are, if you do win, I'll keep a note of that, and if you, I'll try and get hold of you guys on Instagram and stuff like that. So just keep an ear out if you do win a prize. No, Luke. Who's this? Hey, Chris Miwa.
Oh, that's great. It's a great figure.
I've seen your videos, Chris, on the Masters figures, and I think they're absolutely fantastic. The Origins ones, they really do look cool.
It's a great set of the Snake Man. Yeah, really brings back a lot of memories unpacking those, and I love the crew. Yeah, happy to have them, and I'm surprised that just a handful of them showed up in the Netherlands, and they were gone in an instant. But yeah, happy to have them.
Awesome. Which is your favorite?
My favorite, I'm looking at them right now. It's between Tongue Lasher and Rattler. It's I remember being a kid back in the 80s, and I got some pocket money to spend for only one figure. So I went to the toy store, and there on the toy rack there were this new Snake Man figures, and I immediately was drawn towards Rattler and Tongue Lasher. And I think I stood there for an hour and a half trying to decide which one to go for, and Tongue Lasher won because of the color scheme. It was just so wild, and at that point something totally new in that Motu toy line, which is pretty colorful anyway, but that was something else.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like the original versions, but I've got to say, with some of the Snake Men that you've shown on your channel, I do like King Hiss. I think he looks a lot better. Absolutely. So let's have a look. Donation. Oh, where are you gone? Don't keep going away. Donation completely. Good. Oh, thank you very much, mate. I'll put you down. Connor. Awesome stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think that Tongue Lasher, King Hiss looks a lot better. Are you gutted or disappointed that they don't have the same gimmicks as the original figures do?
No,
or are you
not
quite
that.
Happy with how they are?
I'm happy how they were. If it was up to me personally, I would have loved to seen the gimmick with, you know, the extending neck attack from Rattler and the tongue lash. I would have loved to seen those with the Origins line as well. But again, that articulation, and I'm not playing the way with the toys anymore like I did back in the 80s. So it's all about displaying for me now. This is how we grown-ups play most of the time now, and this works pretty good for me. So I'm not bummed out anyway. Still very cool figures, I think. And Shabby said it in his last video, Motu Origins is definitely the best new toy line out there, which brings back a nostalgia toy line. So that definitely goes for me as well. Okay.
So I just want to go back to Connor's point. Stu, try pin that link to the chat for later on so it will sit on top. Right, so I'm a bit of a novice at this. So how would I get to pin that at the top of the chat? How do I do that?
I would not know.
Let me try. See, I don't even know if it works as a what's it? Okay, I am absolutely hopeless at this modern day technology stuff. So yeah. So I've got to try and find a way to pin this link to the top of the chat.
Can you click it with your right mouse cursor button or something like that on the YouTube thingy? So not in the StreamYard thingy.
I can star it. I don't know what that means.
Or maybe you can.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I can do that. That's cool. So, all right, yeah. So there's the link, girls and boys, for the. What I will do is I shall keep copy and pasting this link in the chat.
And it's in the description below of the video itself at all times. So that's another way to get quick access to it. So we got backups. We got a backup plan.
Is that the same one? So should be an option to pin chat on the original post. Original post. Okay, it's not showing me any other. Well, I really did put user in timeout. No, I don't want to use that. No, it's just not giving me any options at all. Not giving me any options at all. This is riveting TV. Sorry about this, guys. Hover over the link on the right with the dots. The dots then select pin to top. What? Hover over. It wasn't the right link. Okay, so ignore that last link. It wasn't the right link. Oh, this is my login link. Oh, absolute rubbish. Right, I will get to people in a minute. So this one here, ignore that. That's rubbish. All right, so hover over the link, and on the right, there will be dots. Click the dots, then select pin to top. It's not giving me that option. It's basically what it's saying. Now, hover over the link. It's given me. It says put user in timeout or block user. I don't really want to do that because I'll be blocking myself.
Yeah.
So hang on a minute. Let me. No, it's not giving me any of those options at all. Oh, what a nightmare! What a nightmare! So who have we got? Hey, Stu and chat. Hey, Baz, all good? Question for Chris. What do you collect again, please? Well, there you go, Chris. Away you go. If you I'll try and work this out while you're telling Dave in the world what you collect.
Yeah, I'm collecting toys from the 80s mostly, and what you can see behind me already gives away two of my favorite ever toy lines. We got Motu on this side, and there's a whole wall of Motu going on over there. Let's see if we can tilt the camera a bit. It goes on and it goes on and it goes up there and it goes down there. And there's a lot of G.I. Joe on the other side. So those are two of my favorite toy lines. But I'm also a big fan, and this might be my favorite 80s toy franchise of all, of Mask. So Mask is another favorite. I got some Transformers over here. I got some vintage Star Wars over here as well. And I've got some space Lego from the 80s. And that always holds a very special place for me. So loving that. And those are the 6 toy lines that are left in this room because I had to move a lot of toy lines out of it because I was running out of the space because of all the cool new toys Motu Origins is bringing out, and I just have this room to play with at the moment, so it's full of it.
Okay, so I've managed to get this. Sorry, because I've managed to get the right link. This is the link that you want to be using to donate. So there you are. There's that. So sorry, Chris, what were you going to say, mate?
Now somebody was suggesting from get some Imperial credits for my Beskar armor, but that is not the way for us Mandalorians.
So what have you been watching The Mandalorian recently? Have you seen the latest episodes?
Yeah, of course, obviously I have, and I'm not going to spoil anything about the new season which is running, but to say about the first 2 seasons we've got, amazing stuff. I really think it's, for me, one of the best new things that come out of the Star Wars universe. So definitely,
absolutely, yeah.
definitely. I saw that character Mando in the first episode. It gave me some sort of Clint Eastwood bounty hunter vibes going there, and I was like, yeah, that's a character I like to cosplay. And well, look at me now. I'm
Yeah, it looks absolutely awesome. I really do. I really do. I really do love the way that you do your cosplays. I remember because you were the first episode of my collecting life, so you were like my test subject. And yeah,
and here we are. Here we are again.
I know, yeah, absolutely. A year later or so. So, but I've got to say, I have so much time for people that actually make their own costumes, that they have the courage and to do the cosplay, because I'm one of these people that like to sit and watch. I don't like to get involved. I like watching other people dress up. And there's some really talented people out there, whether it's, you know, whether they do their artwork, whether they do customs, whether they do their own costumes and stuff like that. And, you know, I was so blown away by the fact that you've done all your costumes and just the time and the effort and the hard work that people don't realize that go into making it. So, you know, fair play to you. I mean, what have you got coming up this year as far as conventions and cosplays and stuff?
I haven't made the entire costume I'm wearing. Of course, this beauty is from the Black Series, and I weathered it a bit. It's not going to show on camera so well, but now it's not going to show too well. But I've done some work to this. The guards I'm wearing, this is made of a resin, so these are handmade. I made the gloves myself. This is also resin. Most of the suit I'm wearing I bought and weathered and adjusted a bit, so it's a bit of both that I'm doing. But there are costumers, cosplayers out there who spend months on making that costume, and they really deserve that respect. So I get what you're saying, and it goes for all those artists out there, whether it's artwork you make for hanging on the wall,
absolutely, yeah,
displays, custom made toys. We've seen a pretty amount of good stuff coming out of that. Fans do the best work, is what a lot of our friends keep saying.
They do, because if you think about it, they don't have the big budget that these big toy companies have. They you know, it's just absolutely phenomenal, some of the stuff they do. We've got Goji John in the chat.
Goji, and we got Jeff Barker in the chat as well.
Yeah, so I've seen Jeff. Yeah, Goji. We see, the thing is with the pin in the chat, I can't seem to do it. I don't know why it's not pinning it, because it's supposed to give you an option. I believe you can pin the donation link to the top of the chat, so it's always there. Thing is, I don't know how to pin it. That is the issue. So there you go. It's just giving me the option of hide, liking it with a star, and then when I click off of it, it's got the 3 dots, but it just says put user in timeout and block user. Yeah, well, I don't really want to do that. So it's just not giving me the option of how to pin it. Stupid thing. Me and modern technology.
We're dinosaurs. Stuff. We're dinosaurs.
Oh God, aren't we just? We are, yeah. What have we got here? You have to do it from the YouTube end. Go to YouTube and then click on the. Oh, right. And now I've got that to YouTube. You have to do it from the YouTube end. Go to YouTube and then right click on it. It will show 3 buttons and right. Chris, sorry,
yes.
mate.
No problem. No problem.
You carry on chatting about bits and bobs, and
let's see if Grogu's still awake. Is Grogu still awake?
See if I could get this.
We get it working. We got 24 hours, so we get it working somewhere. Hopefully sooner than later.
Where's the live chat?
Look, Grogu's helping with the Force. Yeah.
Okay.
But to come back to your question in the meantime, Stu, yeah, I got a few events coming up. If things would have been perfect and I was a wealthy man, I would have loved to come to the UK to Star Wars celebrations. I would have loved to see that.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned that to me, and you can't make it, unfortunately, no?
money-wise, things are very expensive. I believe I live in one of the most expensive countries in Europe at the moment, as far as energy prices and insurance and all that goes. So, and we did a lot of work on the house last year, and still have to do a lot of work this year. So money flies out the door. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put that, on the shelf for now, and maybe next year be able to, go to. Well, I've been planning to go to America a long time, so Joe Fest is definitely another one of those events where a lot of our friends are going to be going to again this year, hoping to be there too.
Absolutely.
But I got some events in my own country as well, and that's relatively very, very cheap for me, since it's all in an hour and a half drive, so I don't have to have an overnight stay. And I'm going to do some videos from those events in the Netherlands as well and share them on the channel. So there's going to be plenty of cosplay opportunities in my own country. So we'll be all right.
Right, I'm just... Oh, ta-da!
You've done it.
I've done it. Yes.
Right. Yes.
Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you for your patience and showing me the way. So yes, I think the link is pinned. So there you go. Might be able to pin the link from the screen. Yeah, all good, all good. So it's on your phone. Oh, it's all good, Jason. It's all sorted out now. Technology must be, yeah. All right. Cheers, Koji. Thanks for bringing that up, mate. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, all good. It's Baby Yoda. Yeah. Yeah, it's such a shame you couldn't get over for Celebration, because I know you wanted that to be a surprise. So
yeah. But there's always next time. So we're definitely going to meet. We're definitely going to meet up somewhere in the near future. So since we're not that far away from each other, so we're definitely going to make that happen sometime. And in the meantime, I think we are in contact sometimes on a daily basis. You, me, and the very good friend of us, and yeah.
So what? The new Hasbro G.I. Joe classified figures that they've released, or they're releasing, what do you think of those?
Yeah, I was hanging back a bit when they first showed up. Trying to see from what's all about and what else we're gonna get. I even tried the game that came out with those first wave of figures, and it was a quite amusing game to play, but after a few rounds it started getting a bit repetitive, so wasn't for me. And then at some point, Classified went in a slightly different direction, maybe influenced by a certain Velaverse toy line. I don't know.
Oh yeah,
maybe,
definitely.
But they're putting out great stuff, Action Force. And I start seeing those figures in a style that reminds me of the G.I. Joe toys that I love from the 80s. So that's when I start stepping aboard, and I managed to pick a few up myself in the meantime, mostly inspired by you too, Stu, so you're guilty as well for that. So I picked up Spirit, which is a favorite of mine, Beachhead, Snake Eyes Sartan, Storm Shadow, a Normal Bat, and a Cobra Infantry troop. So those are the 7 figures I have so far, and I'm very selective.
Which ones do you have? Where's the Storm Shadow?
We're going to take the camera to it, but they're not out of the box yet. So as you can see over there, can we get closer? We got the Bat and the Storm Shadow there.
Which Bat is that you got there?
That's the original one, like in the cartoon. Yeah. So they've done some awesome recolors too, but I don't have those yet. And because of money, I'm very selective what I'm getting there. But these are the 7 ones, and I'm still have to unbox them. That's how busy things are in and around the house. And running a YouTube channel like you do yourself, it's a full-time job. And then I got music, I got the cosplay thing, I got my own private life and family and friends as well. So there's
absolutely.
Yeah, it's the same for you. You get so much parcels in, and it's at some point you have to open them, but it piles up quickly.
Sorry, just want to say, Luke, mate, any donation is greatly appreciated. So please just donate what you can. It's, just, you obviously got to be sensible. So So thank you. Any donation would be awesome. And I think Georgie's going to be, yeah, absolutely. Well said, Georgie. Well, I think then you'd best open your package as we're talking about the GI Joes.
Yeah, I've got it here. So it's an excellent moment because we're talking about giving and sharing, and that's a lot of that goes on in this wonderful toy community we're part of. I'm just taking off these arm braces, which makes it a little bit easier to move. And yeah, like yourself, you've given me a wonderful parcel. I don't know what's in it. I've taken the addresses off, so it should be safe there.
Yeah,
I opened it up so I don't have to be clumsy on live.
Yeah. I don't know who else is clumsy online when they try to open boxes. I can't for the life of me think. Yeah, I don't know either. Yeah.
so this is a great moment as any to open up and see what I got from you, Stu. And there seems to be a letter in here. Is it okay? I'm going to read that. Or
you crack on.
Okay. In my best English, I'm going to try to read this. And my English isn't that super, but I'm going to do my best. To Chris, where to start? I guess a good way to start is by saying thank you for all your support and advice you have given me this past year. Most importantly, though, a big thank you for your friendship. Cheers, mate. It means a lot. I hope this parcel finds you well. Yes, it did. It is just a little something to show my appreciation for everything you have done in way of support, advice, and friendship. I would also like to say that between Jeff, Scuba, and yourself, you're doing a fantastic job with Chasing 80s Toys. Such a great channel with all three of you bringing something different to the channel. Wishing you every success going forward with Chasing 80s Toys. I highly recommend subscribing or doing a little bit of advertising for myself now. Subscribing to this amazing channel. All the best, Stu, Universal Toy Collector. This is wonderful. This is a great note with such high praise. Way too kind, as always. You are, Stu. You're wonderful.
No, don't be silly. Right, just hold that there. Just hold it there. Right, I just want to check something.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have reached the first goal milestone. So that's absolutely fantastic. So what we're going to do now is draw the winner for the prize for the first giveaway, and here we go. So if you don't win this one, don't worry, guys. You'll be staying on until all the prizes are won. So just give this a spin. Here we go. So the winner is
drum roll.
1000th Ghost. So get in, sir. So you have won yourself a Masters of the Universe Revelation Evelyn. Awesome stuff. Right, I better write that down, don't I, really? Just give away 1000th Ghost. Okay, so there's sorry, I've just heard in my ear that there's someone else that's also someone else that's added, so I need to where are we? Get back in here, close. So I shall add Lobot. There you go. So we have already reached $250 already, so that's awesome. That's too bad going, is it, in the first 40 odd minutes? So fantastic stuff. Right, sorry, Chris.
No problem. Yes. No problem. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, I'm keeping this letter. I'm keeping every letter that I ever gotten from friends from the toy community. That will go into a special folder where I keep them, and I look back at them from time to time as well. So I'm really enjoying that. Love it. I'm going to see what's in the box now, right?
Absolutely.
And we got a wonderful suggestion from why not use the dark saber to open the box.
Yeah, I think it was Chris actually opened the box with the dark saber, so yeah.
Now I used the Eternian power sword for about. basically the same. The swords do basically the same, I suppose. Whoa, that's amazing. What we got? I'm just going to show it on camera. What's in here?
So hang on a second. Sorry, Lobot, your name is down on the wheel. So you've got a chance of winning some more prizes a bit later on, any giveaways. So thank you, mate, and hope to speak to you soon. 1000th Ghost, I'll try and look you up on Instagram to get your details. If not, you know where to find me. So yeah. All right, Chris.
Awesome.
Crack on.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate.
No problem. Look at this. That's amazing. What's in this box? I'm just going to get them out of there. And this is pretty cool.
Yeah, unfortunately, you've already got one figure.
Yeah, but that's okay because I haven't unboxed them. And now I definitely don't have any more excuse to keep them in box. The Storm Shadow, which is one of my favorite Cobra figures. And I'm going to do this just for Paul from Joe Burke. I know he's coming on later on your channel as well.
Yeah,
The Joe Burke guys. He's a big Storm Shadow fan as well. And this one is for you, Paul. The ninja is the weapon. He does it better than I do, but you know.
No, you're doing a good job, man. Doing a good job.
Loving Storm Shadow, and it's a great figure. And yeah, definitely gonna open this very, very soon. And there's more because you just asked me what bat do you have. I didn't have this one yet, and this is
well. The thing is, I was worried
beauty.
because you'd already had you had Storm Shadow. I was like, oh god! So it's just gone from one home that had with a person that's got two to another person that's got two. And when you said the bat, I was like, oh, please don't tell me I'm sending him stuff that he's already got.
Now this is wonderful because these Python Patrol color patterns are something I was looking at, and I was like, am I going to go for the original one first, or am I going to go straight for this because this one popped up in the Netherlands as well as this one. And then I saw the original bat and I was like, yeah, that's the 80s one. I'm going to start with that and see later on along the ride if I can pick up any of these. But these are great, and from a cosplayer point of view, these outfits they are great too. So maybe G.I. Joe, Cobra cosplay in the future. Who knows?
Okay, why not? That'd be awesome.
Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? And then this one is a pretty cool figure too. Outback from Tiger Force, and I love the Tiger Force team as well. Great stuff, man. You've been way too generous here, Stu. That's enough gift boxes for this year for me. Because I don't want to be in that focus of attention or getting that much stuff. But
no, it's fine. Honestly, mate, like wonderful. I said in the letter, you know, your advice is always sound. You're level-headed. You're probably one of the nicest guys on in the community. So everything you do is very much appreciated. So yeah, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. This is much appreciated.
Worries.
I'm a bit overwhelmed here.
No, don't be silly. Don't be silly. I'm with you. I think definitely Valorvorce has had a positive effect with Hasbro and their G.I. Joe figures, especially the classified. They're coming with extra accessories now, little blast effects. The retro carded figures are coming with stands that you can put them on, and they're looking a lot better and like they were in the 80s, but they're just modernized, more detailed versions of that. And I appreciate that, and I like that. What I wasn't too keen on was when they first started, they had the I don't know why. I think they released it on a game, didn't they? Those figures you had, Roadblock, Gung Ho, Scarlet, and Snake Eyes, and they weren't great, if I'm honest.
Yeah, they were trying to jump on the bandwagon with that. What's that name of that game? That shooter game that's very popular with the younger generation as well. Fortnite.
Oh yeah,
something like that. I think it was definitely going at that direction, and I can sort of understand why they want to go that way to see if it appeals to the younger generation. But it's, as far as I know, from where I'm sitting on the toy channel, it's all of us that are really looking at these and going from, hey, I'm buying them or buying not into them. So yeah, from our audience point of view of 80s kids, you know, I think this is way better what they're doing now, and I'm definitely picking up a few that are on my wish list. But yeah, you saved me the trouble already, because that Outback was like something like, this is never going to show up in the Netherlands this year or anytime soon, and bam, here he is out of the box. So that's awesome.
Yeah. So just going on with the prizes again. So we've reached tier 1. So tier 2 will be a 9 piece art bundle from various artists, which I have on my wall. Absolutely fantastic. That's tier 2. Tier 3, excuse me, now I've got to reach across and get some bits and bobs. So this is a signed card from Marsha Parkins. It's a Tops card. So she was one of the original artists for Tops. So that's her own original artwork there. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. So that's giveaway 3. Giveaway number 4 is the Bob Breachin and Jeff Macy signed poster. I met these two guys up at Echo Live, and these two worked for Palatoy back in the late 70s, early 80s. So absolute fantastic gentlemen. And then gift number 5 will be the bundle from Give Kids the World. So you have a book, Gift of Life, and this is about Henry Landwith, and he is the guy that founded Give Kids the World. So this would be a fantastic read. You've got some like, pop socks that they're giving away as well, so they're pretty cool. You've got a Give the Kids the World wristband. You've got the mascot Mayor Clayton, so a little plushie is what they call him. You get a tote bag. You get an ice cream scoop from Henry Starlight's or Starlight Scoops, which is the ice cream parlor that serves ice cream from 7:30 in the morning all the way through till 9:30 in the evening, or at night time. Marvelous, my kind of place. Now this is the thing that gets me the most. This was made by one of the Wish kids, Jonathan, age 6. So that is his handprint there, and this has been sent all the way to us from Give Kids the World in Florida. So absolutely fantastic. So that is the last giveaway gift. We also have some more people in the channel, in the chat rather. We have Manga Fandanga. Now this guy is one of the guys responsible for some of the art in the giveaway. Absolutely fantastic artist. He was also on an episode of My Collected Life, so a real interesting chat with him, and a fantastic guy. He is also Shabby's better looking twin. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Who else we got here? Tip of the hat, it's all in the chat. And then we've got just acknowledgements there. Awesome stuff. So let's just go into see what we've got. Okay, right. So Georgie's going to keep me updated with all of the people that have donated. Bless her. So thank you very much, Georgie. Much appreciated. Doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So a big shout out to Georgie. So thank you very much. So yeah, back to the G.I. Joe. I wish they would have released like people like the Kondo, Bazooka, and Outback in their original outfits first before they went to Tiger Force.
Yeah.
That's how I wish they would have done it. But there you are. Awesome. Put it towards the donation, mate. That'd be fantastic. Yeah. So, I mean, are you happy with the figures that they're releasing now?
Yeah, I'm happy with what
Lindsay?
I see.
Oh, okay. I think Lindsay's. I think that's my cousin's wife, Lindsay. Let's have a look. Lindsay. Georgie, what about Lindsay? Yeah, sorry, mate.
No problem.
It's going to be stop-start, I'm afraid. So, yeah. So, are you happy with the releases that they're doing? You've got the Copperhead. You've got Scrap Iron coming out.
Yeah, I like what I see. It's going to take some time before they show up here anyway. So I'm not eager to get them straight away the moment they are released. I'm just see what comes available here. If it's looking okay and I like it, I buy it. But I'm not buying big into it like I'm doing with the Origin stuff. So just But yeah, they're doing a good job. The Copperhead is a pretty cool character too, so that looks good.
Yeah. So do you think there'll be a water moccasin coming out?
That would be great. Some vehicles on bigger scale. That would be great to
Absolutely,
display,
yeah.
right? So,
I just want to quickly say hello to Lindsay Anderson, my cousin. How are you? All the way from Melbourne in Florida. So thank you for joining us. Much appreciated. Yeah, a lovely house, a lovely family, and yeah, we just love being over there. When we are over there, we visit and stuff and say hello and stay with them as well. So very hospitable and awesome stuff. Yes, so back to vehicles, water moccasin. Oh, I think that would be absolutely incredible as 6-inch. I think it's it'd probably be a right fit as well, definitely.
Yeah, how big would it be? Because talking the 80s one, you're talking this scale, and then getting a figure in that scale into a boat like this has got to be 4.5 times its size, maybe more.
I reckon that possibly would be a HasLab project.
Yeah, I would be afraid of that. Yeah, that would be great. That would be away, Grogu, away. Yeah. It's a great, and that's just a small vehicle we're talking about. The devilfish, that boat. But think about the whale, for instance. If they would do that in that scale, that would be a big whopper.
Yeah, it would be huge. Well, they did the his tank, didn't they? And that backed practically straight away. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
But it's great seeing the G.I. Joe toy line still around, and finally we're getting good looking figures that do the toy line from the 80s justice. So I'm happy to see where they are right now. It took a bit of a slow start, like I said, like Origins got it straight from the start, spot on. It took some more time for Classified to get going there, but I think they're doing good now. So there's something there for us now.
Absolutely. And what about the retro line? Where do you see the retro line going? Because they've not sort of like done anything. Well, apart from the Sky Striker, nothing else has really been sort of like brought up, has it, with regards to the retro line?
I don't know. I'm not really into the retro line myself actively. I see some pictures showing up in the group chats that we're part of, and I think, well, that looks cool and that looks neat, but I'm not diving into that. I'm just sticking to the vintage, some of the classifies, and most of the budget that going towards toys now for me this year. It's all going to be Motu anyway, or maybe a stray mask vehicle here or there, or an 80s Lego space set, stuff like that. That's great stuff. Just going to flip the camera to show the watchers some of the 80s. Yeah, there we go. Let's see, tilting down. There's some of the 80s space Lego sets going on, and we see
absolutely phenomenal.
Some Motu Snake Man besides there. There's Mask, my favorite toy line. And what's Pikachu doing there with Elf? What's going on there? Yeah, I have to look into that one later. But
that looks absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I mean, the mask stuff. I mean, I'm not a collector of masks myself, and I know you've got it, and Luke Reynolds has got it, and with the boxes displayed as well with the figures and the vehicles, it is just so colourful. It does look absolutely fantastic. And again, I'm really, really liking the Motu Origins figures as well. I mean, I've only got a couple. So I've recently got Castle Grayskull, the Sorceress, Skeletor, and He-Man, because you need those two. I've got Battle Cat and I can't remember his name, Panther, but I don't have any room to display them at the moment. But again, there's so many cool quality figures out there. They're just so colourful. I mean, if Shabby, he's got a fantastic display of Motu. Absolute fantastic display.
Wonderful. Yeah. And a lot of our friends like Boba Hicks is big into Origins too. We got Bob from the Bob Squad, who has his wonderful fun Bob episodes, and he does some wonderful videos playing with those Motu toys, creating those storylines with a lot of humor in there. So I love the amount of fun you can have with these Origins. So that definitely definitely with Shabby on that's my favorite newly released toy line based on a 80s franchise that's out today to buy.
You mentioned Bob Hanson. I just want to give a shout out to Bob Hanson. Unfortunately, he can't join us over the course of the 24 hours. He was penciled in to be part of it. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to make it because he's doing some moving, and the same goes for Eric Lutz. So although they're not going to be with us, they're going to be with us in spirit for sure. And the same can be said for Lak Sivrak. Again, something else has popped up and he can't make it. So those guys were going to be part of the live stream, but unfortunately, the other things more important in life that they need to be dealing with. Right, how do you feel about the Super 7 G.I. Joe figures?
Yeah, that's a good question. You go first, Stu.
Oh, thanks a lot. See, I personally wouldn't collect them, but, and I will say the same for all the reaction figures. I do like the card work. I love the art on the cards. I just think Goji sent me some of the Transformers, bless him, and the cards were damaged on travel to here. But I do have them. I've got some more in the car back, and the artwork is just absolutely phenomenal. And it's the same with the Thundercats reaction figures, the G.I. Joe, and whatever other figures that they're doing. I'm liking the car backs. Would I get into them? Probably not. No, I will get the vest that I need to finish wave 1 for the Transformers on car back, which would be Optimus and Jazz. But other than that, I wouldn't get them myself. But the artwork, I do appreciate the artwork. How about you?
Yeah, I'm not into Super 7 G.I. Joe figures at all. I'm aware they're out there. I've seen some photos again, but again, not for me. You know, vintage and classified is enough G.I. Joe that I have room for and budget for to keep things a little bit, organized in this this toy room I've got here. So I'm just start redoing the toy room inspired by your latest video where you were, moving things around on those shelves, and then Scuba Pete is doing the new toy room extension too, and that got me inspired of reorganizing the what I've got going here behind me, and I've decided to rearrange everything from Motu vintage behind me on wave. First, everything was all the way through each other, a castle here, a castle there, figures here. And now I've got, for instance, up there, that's the first wave that came out alongside Castle Grayskull, of course.
Yeah.
And that's a half-booth Skeletor going there. Then over there, we have the second wave, which came out in '83. So I thought it might be a fun way to fiddle around with my toys and be aware more of, this is what we got in '81, '82, and this is '83, and this is '84, and et cetera, et cetera. And I don't think it's going to stay up like that forever, but for now, it's very refreshing to have all that Modu stuff like that behind me. And I'm next up to do the Joe side over here, see what I can do with there. I want to reorganize the mask shelves because I got those wonderful display stands thanks to Luke Reynolds, and try to fiddle how that works best to put that on display. So there's a lot. It's a never-ending process, is it?
Oh, definitely. Just again, just want to say hello to Scuba Pete in the chat.
Scuba.
How you doing, Scuba? Just want to say hi to Keith Knight in the chat. So yeah, absolutely awesome. My phone's gone again. So
wonderful.
What is the latest message? Oh, fantastic. Yeah. I don't have a message. Okay. So yeah, I was just going to say with your shelving, our next project in the summer will be getting lights and putting lights in there, because I mean, I do like the way it's displayed, but it does look rather, well, to say bland, but a bit dark. And I've seen Scuba with his lights, I've seen Shabby with his lights and stuff like that. So I would like to get some lights in the display. Are you thinking about putting any lights in there?
Scuba is king of lights in display for me. So yeah, I'm definitely still thinking about getting the lights in here and just being able to switch them on.
We'll come back to that, We'll come back to that one.
So
sorry,
yeah,
you were saying, Chris?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna put some lights here in the future. Once I'm done moving around, I think the lights will follow at some point with color lights, just like Pete. That would be awesome. To to have that up here. But for now, it's still rearranging and organizing shelf space for
Hey,
me.
Kat. Thanks for joining us. Just catch up with the chat.
Yeah. Some great folk. It's
Oh yeah. It's really good. Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm on stand down. Oh my goodness.
He's getting sleepy.
He's got lots. Yeah. So I've got stand down in the summer, so that means I'll have 2 weeks off in August and something like that, because we discussed it the other week. But I just think it's too. Oh my goodness. It's too big a job to do over a weekend.
Come on, Grogu, it's not your show. Yeah, so it's a big job tackling a room, especially with everything on the shelves as well. Get everything off, put it somewhere where it's safe, and where's what. Once you're done, it's a big operation. Took me all day to do just the wall of Motu behind me, and I got 3 more sides of this room to tackle. And
wow.
One thing I'm pretty proud of for all of you G.I. Joe fans is I've got this big G.I. Joe poster behind me. Let's see if we can go there with the camera. We're going to it live now. Stick with me, audience. There you have it.
Look at that.
How it turns up. That's a G.I. Joe poster, and that was my first, how do you say, contact with the G.I. Joe toy line in the Netherlands. I got a Transformer comic, and in the middle of that comic was that poster. And I folded it open and I saw all those figures from that toy line and vehicles. And I'm like, that's amazing. And that as a kid, that blew my mind. So that poster finally got a place on the shelves as well. We got no frogs for Grogu, but he's gonna get pancakes later on. So he's going to be happy with that.
Awesome. Just to say, those of you that are joining us in the chat, the donations link is now pinned to the top of the chat. Thanks to some guys in the chat. What am I doing? Thanks to some of the guys in the chat, I've managed to pin the link to the chat. So I'm just going to go up right top and see if it's there. I can't see whether it's pinned or not. Yeah, I think it's pinned.
Yeah, Scuba, you're in the chat. Can you check for us, Scuba? You're on duty straight away. Can you check if it's pinned for us and let us know in the comments? Or anybody else
so far. Yes, that's 1 hour down. Whoa. 23 left to go.
And we're still up. We're still in the air.
We're still up. Yeah.
We're not taken down yet. So
it's pinned. You good? Sorry. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Thank you, Georgie. Again, a big shout out to Georgie. She's doing a lot of work behind the scenes. So much appreciated.
Yeah, appreciated, Georgie. It's just great, this community, isn't it? All these names I see on the side of the screen popping up that we know from chats, and some of us have spoken more often. And you have friends all over the world now you can chat with.
Oh, no, it's incredible. I did have the what have I done with that? Oh, I don't know what I'm doing with stuff.
It's all organized chaos.
It is organized chaos. I had the oh, there it is. Excuse me. I'm just gonna.
Go get it.
Okay, so I've got the schedule. So at the moment, as you can all tell, I'm chatting with Chris Miwa from Chasing 80s Toys.
And Grogu.
And Grogu, of course. And Mando made an appearance earlier as well. So that was awesome. So from 5 o'clock till 6, I have Darren from Give Kids the World. So I'm hoping that he will be joining us. I got an email saying that he's going to be doing it. I sent him the link, but I've not had anything back from him yet. So hopefully Darren from Give Kids the World will be joining us to tell us a bit more in depth about Give Kids the World. Then from 6 to 8 o'clock, I've got Reynolds Reviews, Only One Kenobi, BOE, Bosk's Bounty, Zero Hunter Toys, Roland's Reviews, and VTR Dave. They're going to be running till 8 p.m. Then from 8 p.m, I've got the guys from South Africa, which are Steve, Paul, and Rob from G.I. Joeberg. Then from 10 o'clock till 12, I have Detty, Smuggler's Canyon, Chris Smith, Sai, Shabby, Jeff, APD. I'm hoping these guys can all join us. I'm not too sure if all of them will, but I think there's going to be some others that might be joining us as well. So that would be from 10 till 12. We have a quiz. Miss Detty is going to be hosting the quiz. So bless her cotton socks, and thank you very much for that. Looking forward to that. She has her own theme for the quiz as well, so that'll be pretty cool. Then from 12 a.m. to 2 a.m., these are all UK times, by the way. We have Brett from Brett on Fet, Gary Moore, Trenton Dodson, Brad from Rocket City Sith, and John from Super Awesome Geek. So looking forward to chatting to those guys. Then from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. We have Scuba, Jeff, Dave, Goji, Joe, and Boba Hicks. So Boba, a massive thank you, my friend. It is going to be early hours of the morning for you, but I really appreciate you attending. Then from 5 till 7, we have the Australian clan. We have Andy and Matt from Keep On Collecting Toys. We have Usual Mike, sorry. We have Scott Crusher. And he will also be joined by Blue Snaggletooth as well. So he's going to be joining us. And also he's going to run over till 7 a.m. with PGM. The PGM show will be joining us from 7 a.m. till 9. Then from 9 to 11, we have Real Toy Dude, Adam Berry, Top Guy. And then from 11 till 1, we have Feel the Force and DTM Collectibles. And then from 1, we have David from David World Toys, Baz from Dark Lycan, and they will be joining us till 2:30, where Darren from Give Kids the World will hopefully come back and see the live stream out. So we have a full complement of people for the 24 hours. So what have we got? Yeah, cheers, dude. Thank you very much. Then we've got Dave. Hey, Stu, can you give us a small charity plug of what it's all about? Yes, okay. So for those of you who don't know, it's about Give Kids the World. They are a non-profit resort in Kissimmee, Florida, that offers week-long cost-free wish vacations to critically ill children from all over the world. So what I will do is, at this moment in time, I shall just do a quick video for you guys to see what it's all about. So just going to show you a quick video.
Hi, I'm Cami, and I want to tell you about one of the most amazing places in the world, Give Kids the World Village. It's a magical place where kids with critical illnesses come from all over the world to fulfill one big wish, to visit Central Florida's most awesome theme parks. When my family and I came here, we were treated to the trip of a lifetime. From our fairy tale villa to the pool parties and nightly entertainment, this 84-acre resort was not just a hotel. It was more than we ever dreamed. We got to ride horses, play miniature golf, dive into VR, and that's not even the coolest part. My whole family got tickets to the area's best attractions, where we got to ride the rides and enjoy the thrills all day long. Oh, and I almost forgot. The meals are great and they have ice cream. Like, even for breakfast. Now, this probably all sounds unbelievable, but it's true. Give Kids the World Village is an awesome place that gives special kids and their families what they need more than anything. A chance to forget about doctors and treatments for a while and just have fun. And you won't believe this, but this fantasy vacation doesn't cost kids or their families a thing. Nope. They count on the support of caring people and companies to keep the magic alive and kids laughing. To learn how you can help, visit givekidstheworld.org.
So there you go. That's just a quick rundown of what Give Kids the World is all about. So an absolutely fantastic charity, and what a marvelous job that these guys do. So just going to catch up with the chat quickly. We have Mando joining us once again. How are you doing, sir?
This is the way.
Fantastic. So are you said about G.I. Joe figures cosplay. What do you reckon? Who do you think you go for?
If I had to, you're putting me on the spot now.
I'll put you on the spot.
Storm Shadow is definitely one of my favorite, and it's talking about G.I. Joe. I see one of the Berg Force members, MCGJ in the chat as well. Berg, brother. I would think I would go for, well, Bazooka has always been one of my favorites on the good guys team. So I like how, and it doesn't take too much to cosplay him. You know, you need a football shirt and a helmet and grow a bit of a mustache and try to sound a bit like Bazook, like in the cartoon. See if I can find that voice.
Oh my goodness! Sorry, mate. We've just gone up to 450, so that is absolutely incredible. So
Wow.
I've got some more names need to add to the wheel.
You just do that.
Scuba Leslie, extremely kind. Yeah, too kind. I'm just reading a.
Wow, Keith Knight in the chat. Hi, Keith, brother.
Awesome stuff. So so far, I just want to say thank you to VTR Dave, Travels with Jason, Boba Hicks, Jumpy, Connor, 1000th Ghost, Reynolds Reviews, Gojitron Lobot, and Scuba and Leslie for your donation. So really, very much appreciated. Thank you so much. Awesome stuff. Wowzers.
Yeah.
So did I put Goji? I did put Gojitron, yeah. Awesome stuff.
Definitely. If you were a cosplayer, Stu, what character would you go for?
The Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man. Come on.
Yeah.
You can be a Cobra
you wouldn't
Bat.
see me there. You wouldn't see me there.
A Cobra Bat. You don't have to show your face.
Cobra Bat. No, this is true. See, the only fancy dress that I went to was years ago, and I went as a Jedi, and I remember turning up at this this party, and this girl just come up to me and she said, "Are you a monk?" And I said, "Well, no. I mean, you know, this is film related fancy dress, and you've asked if I come as a monk." So yeah, that's how convincing I was. And then I went to the bar and I ordered a round of drinks, and it comes with so much money. And they did the old Jedi mind trick: "You will give me these drinks free." And he's like, "No, I won't." I said, "You will give me these drinks free." So I wasn't much of a Jedi, but if I had to go as cosplay again, who would I go as? Oh God. Oh man. Oh, Joker.
Yeah, that's
Joker.
a good one. That's a good one.
I'd have to go as a Joker.
Which Joker?
So
would you go?
Which Joker? Oh God. Didn't expect you to be so specific.
Oh yeah.
Specific. Yeah. It would have to be Keith Ledger's. Sorry, I've just got an email from Darren from Give Kids the World. So let's have a look.
Yeah.
What's he saying? Hey, I'm watching the stream right now and heard that you wanted me to confirm. I'll be there. Oh, thank you, Darren. What an absolute legend. Look forward to chatting you to my friend. So yeah, so Darren has confirmed that he will be on the live stream from 5 o'clock. So fantastic stuff. Yeah.
Great.
So
stuff,
yeah,
great
it would have to be the Keith Ledger Joker.
Heath Ledger.
Right, Heath Ledger. What did I say? Keith Ledger. I'm just making this thing up, aren't I?
It's Keith Richards. It's Heath Ledger.
Yeah. So who's your favorite Joker?
Oh, I have a soft spot for the very first Joker that I saw on the 60s Batman series, where he still has that mustache under his makeup. You know, that Cesar Romero puts an excellent Joker there, and I'm a big fan of he's gone too soon, my buddy Heath Ledger. He's from the same year as I am. And I still miss him today. I watched a special on him yesterday again, the I Am Heath Ledger docu, and such a wonderful mind, wonderful person, such creative, and follow your dreams. You know that's the future is built on dreams, and he definitely did that and achieved a lot and showed us, and he could have shown us so much more if given the chance. So
I think that's the disappointing thing, is he, with his untimely passing. I mean, when back in '89, when Batman came out with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson, I saw that version of the Joker and I thought, you know what, this is probably I only had him to the '66 Batman Joker, and I thought he was really camp, but he was cool for the time. And then I was like, this guy, Jack Nicholson, is going to take some beating to ever beat a performance like this as a Joker. And then lo and behold, a couple of decades later, Heath Ledger turns up, and oh my God. I mean, I didn't get it the first time. When I watched it again, I was just blown away by his performance. Absolutely blown away. And to this day, I still am. Now, I know Joaquin Phoenix did a good job.
Yeah.
He played a totally different kind of Joker in the film Joker. But Heath Ledger is going to take some beating. Joaquin came close, but he's going to take some beating. It's going to take something special.
Yeah,
to beat
tough
him for
tough
sure.
shoes to fill, especially after Heat, and I think he did. Joaquin Phoenix did an excellent job.
All right, Jonathan.
Putting his mark on the Joker. But what Heat's done, again, the way he acts is the same way I approach my cosplays when I'm going to a convention. It's not for me the making of the costume or the collecting parts for the costume that is the most fun. For me, it's putting on Mando's helmet or putting on Captain Jack Sparrow's wig and becoming the character. And I put hours and hours and days, somewhat time months of homework into learning how does Jack Sparrow walk, what lines does he have, how does he sound, and you forget one very important thing, mate. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow, savvy, so trying to get and it's not going to come across well because I'm using rubbish microphone at the moment, but the detail, everything has to be right, and I become the character, and keeping the character alive during conventions gives other visitors so much joy, and that's what you're going to see on Star Wars Celebration as well, with wonderful cosplayers there. You're keeping a character alive that somebody put a lot of work into. So Heath Ledger's Joker maybe on the future planning list for me as well, because I love that character and I love
Chris, just going to stop you there. We've reached our second marker.
Wow.
So we've where are we? Blah blah blah. We've hit $520. So so made up for this. Absolutely fantastic, guys. So we have VTR Dave, Travels with Jason, Boba Hicks, Jumpy, Connor, 1000th Ghost, Reynolds Reviews, Gojitron Lobot, Scuba Leslie, Keith, and Kat. Now this is for the chance to win a fantastic art bundle. So here we go, and the winner is. This is so exciting. Drum roll. Gojitron.
Wow, Goji.
Yeah. Well done. So Goji wins the artwork. So that is absolutely tremendous. Well done, sir.
And the crowd goes wild.
Giveaway to Goji. Nice one. Okay, so we'll close that. So all you guys, you will remain in the wheel, and you will have an opportunity to win another prize a bit later. So Gojitron, you win the artwork bundle. I know you are partial to artwork yourself, and you are a bit of an artist yourself. So hopefully you'll appreciate that. I'm sure he will. Just want to catch up on the chat. Okay, so Jonah. Hey Connor, it's Cesar Romero and Mark Hamill for me. Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, Mark Hamill.
Great point. Yeah.
But I guess you can count Mark Hamill because he's the Joker, isn't he? So it doesn't have to be film. Darth Wizzy, how you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us, my friend. A great cause, Stu. My wife, Kat, is a student nurse who is specialising in working with children like these. So it's clear to our heart. Much love. Your wife, Kat, was it Kat that donated? Let me have a look here. I'm just going to get told now by the boss in the background, the director. Oh, come on, get my phone. Okay, so that was Keith and Kat Knight. So what I'll do is come back to the wheel of the wheel, take out Kat. Sorry, Kat, and I will replace you with.
Yeah, you're freezing up. Yeah, you're back.
Donating. So I'll put Keith/Kat. We have another cat in the chat. Cat in the chat. See what I did there? I'm a poet. Awesome. Yeah. You're welcome, Keith. Not a problem, my friend. So we just people saying hello to each other. Awesome stuff.
Yeah. Miss Scuba Pete is in the chat. Hi, Leslie.
Great Jack Sparrow. Yes, we did. Yeah. Oh, he's fantastic. Yeah. Just anybody who can imitate Captain Jack. I was going to say something else, but it's a family show, so I won't be saying that word. But yeah, anybody who can imitate Captain Jack Sparrow with his talk and his look and his mannerisms, absolutely fantastic. The key to Jack Sparrow.
Why is the rum always gone?
Plenty of rum. Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's great what Johnny has done with that character, and I know Johnny puts so much love into characters as well, like Mad Hatter and Wonka, and so it's Great. And fun fact, I'm going to meet up with Johnny Depp later this year in June. So that's
really?
Yeah, we're going to meet. So that's going to be something special, and I hope to share something about that event on the channel as well, or some story to tell. But that's going to be great.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So just catching up the chat, because you take you off the ball for a few seconds and everybody's yeah. Hi Leslie, thank you for joining us.
Leslie, it's all live. This is live. I want to say this is live TV, folks.
This is Scuba. Was he? I'm getting there. Nearly caught up.
Yeah, you're nearly there.
And what we've got here? General Redmond. Yep. And he's finished up with Goji.
Bosque Bounty. What a great crowd.
Cheers.
This is amazing.
Hi Tim. So appreciate you joining us. I know Tim's got a live stream later on, and he's got an awesome guest on. So yeah. So fair play. Hope that goes well, Tim, and look forward to chatting to you later, my friend. Absolutely. So yeah. So is this going to be a convention you're going to meet him at then?
No. It's he's doing a gig in Germany. So me and a friend and some mates are going to go over there. I think we're going to go. Most of us, at least, in cosplays from Johnny Depp's lineup. So it's going to be a lot of Captain Jack Sparrows out there at the gig, and I'm meeting him before the gig. I was going to meet up with Alice Cooper and Joe Perry, who is a guitarist from the awesome band Aerosmith. So it's going to be great. You know, coming from a musical background myself, meeting your heroes is definitely something that can be so inspiring. And from what I've known about Johnny, that he's such a kind, wonderful person to meet, and really down to earth. It's going to be great for sure. So just have to think what I'm going to say to him. So
well, hello, how are you? Can I have your autograph?
Hello.
Fancy doing a duet? All these sort of things. If anybody's got any ideas what Chris can say to Johnny Depp, just leave them in the comments, and please keep it clean.
Yes.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, no, thank you for joining us. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
it was funny because you wouldn't associate Johnny Depp with being in a band, would you? And seeing him at a gig. That's a funny thing.
He started out as a musician in a band, and he moved to the big cities to see if he can get a record deal there. And once there with his band, he starts being noticed, and that's how he got into acting. So he was a musician first, and then he started doing acting. And same, like, there's a lot of great actors out there we love, especially from the 80s, who were great musicians or are still great musicians. Like, think about Michael J. Fox. He was a great guitar player and a cool musician. So there's a lot of overlapping with those passions, music, acting, and 80s nostalgia going there. So that's a great.
Absolutely. I mean, with Michael J. Fox, I didn't realize he could play guitar. So obviously, when Back to the Future, he was playing that for real then.
I have to watch the special to see if he was actually playing that, but yeah, I think he was playing on that Gibson that Gibson guitar. I think it was a Gibson, that red guitar. He's shredding there with Johnny B. Good. So that's definitely. Yeah. I think that's definitely him playing, as far as I remember. And he's done some gigs.
Got the first question for you, Chris. First question you can ask.
and are you thinking about? Should I put you forward then, Keith, or were you thinking about me? If I, they got an excellent bass player with the band who's also named Chris that they're touring with at the time. So I know a few of the musicians in the band, sort of through social media, and he's got a great band going there. So, but yeah, I think about that question, Keith.
It's funny because many years ago, I used to work as a rec assistant at a local leisure centre, because at the time I was studying sport and leisure. And every New Year's, I didn't know this was a thing. Every New Year's, but Eric Clapton would play at the venue, as part of a gig for Alcoholics Anonymous, and he came in one day, and I saw this band was setting up, and I paid no attention, and then I was walking around the balcony, and I was like, heard the song, and I was like, no, it's a good, and I looked, and I was like, oh my god, it was Eric Clapton, and I was just absolutely blown away because I didn't want to work New Year's Eve. I did not want to work, and yeah, he was there, so I was that's made my night, and yeah, I got to meet him. I got to chat to him, and I said, "Can you sign me can you have your autograph?" He said, "Yeah, sure." He said, "Do you have paper and pen?" And I was like, "No." And he says, "Well, you can't have an autograph then, can you? I can't sign thin here." And then with that, he's gone. I was like, "No!"
That was the moment.
It was a moment. I was gutted, absolutely gutted. You on guitar, me on bass.
Yeah, I can live with that. I feel more at home every passing week on the guitar than bass. So I'm studying a bit. I'm self-taught guitar player, bass player, and I'm trying to make my way this year more towards guitar to see what I can do with that. So that works for me, Keith.
Again,
I don't know. Yeah.
No, go on. Sorry, you were going to say, Chris.
No, I'm not sure if Alice Cooper, the band leader, is gonna dig that too much, but yeah, well, I can ask him.
I mean, again, I was going to say, people that can play musical instruments, I find it remarkable. It's a talent just to be able to read the music, and then read what it's doing and put it into the notes and stuff like that, and make the instrument play the music it does. I don't know if you've done this, but me and Georgie, we've been to the Royal Albert Hall a few times up in London, and we've watched films in concert or films live. So they have the big screen with the film playing, but you have the live orchestra underneath, and you see them playing. And for me, I've seen the film, so I end up watching more of the musicians and the instruments when they're playing than what I do with the film. And I just, that little bit of music comes from that section, this bit of music comes from that section, and how they meld it together and the timing and stuff like that is. It's incredible, absolutely incredible to watch. And I know PGM, bless him, he likes his soundtracks. He's very much into his soundtracks and movie posters and stuff like that. And I think with music, I think it's probably one of the integral parts of the film, because the music can tell a story all on its own. It's got a whole wide range of different emotions and stuff like that. I mean, with movies and stuff like that, how important do you think the music is, and what is your favorite film score?
That's a great question. Movie soundtracks, the music, the soundtrack in the movie is definitely a main character too. It sets the atmosphere, so it's up there with all the actors. Everybody working on a movie behind and in front of the screen is as important, because without any of those little wheels, the whole machine doesn't work. So that's
absolutely
my favorite one. I really like the music in Pirates of the Caribbean. I love the soundtrack of Back to the Future. Those are two that come to mind. I love what they've done in Lord of the Rings as well. Just to name three big examples of big movies that really done a great job. I'm a big fan of Tron too. And I like the second to the later Tron music. I think that's Daft Punk. That's done a lot of the music, if not all of the music for that. So that's a pretty cool soundtrack too. And it's great stuff. It's definitely, without the music, the movie experience would be a whole different ball game. I don't know if I would enjoy it that much without music. I can, as a musician, for me, without music, I could, it's hard to imagine a world without music. For me, it's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when we went to where was it? The Warner Brothers studio tours back in 2015. They had a clip from the film Gravity, and it was a clip where they're on that arm in space and they're just spinning round and round and round. And they broke it down into three sections. So they had a section where it was just hey Gary Moore, how you doing, my friend? Looking forward to speaking to you later, sir. They had the section where it was just the dialogue, so it was all quiet apart from them talking. Then they had just the sound effects without just the sound effects on its own. Then they had just the music on its own. And then what they did is they got all three elements together and put them in together. And because the music was sounding pretty cool on its own, but you don't get the true meaning if you haven't got the sound effects and you haven't got the dialogue.
Right.
With it all put together, it's just incredible how they do it. Absolutely incredible.
Yeah. What would James Bond be without that famous tune? You know.
Absolutely. First of all, look at it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Absolutely.
That's a good one.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Jeff, to answer your question, I don't know. That would be wonderful because I love what the Hollywood vampires are doing. Basically, is they're playing the songs of all their drinking pals, fellow musicians that are no longer here. So David Bowie with Heroes, for instance, songs from The Who, a lot of those old rockers who are, you know, watching from above now,
Absolutely.
and they're keeping the songs alive, and that's what it all comes down to everything. For me, what I do, and I think a lot of us do, who create content, we try to keep this stuff alive for you audience out there and for future generations.
Absolutely. Oh gosh. Okay, so what's the time? It's just, is that, I haven't got my glasses. Is that 4:30?
Yeah. It's for you.
Okay, we've been going for an hour and a half, so it's 5:30 for you. Yeah.
For me, it's 5:30. Yeah.
5:05. Yeah.
So it's time flies. Time flies.
It certainly does. Yeah. And I'm just gonna have a check on the.
But we're still in the air, so far so good.
Absolutely. So hang on a minute. I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Georgie, if you're watching, oh yes, we have. She sent me another message. So Bing Bong, thank you very much for your donation, Bing Bong. I shall put you in the wheel.
Yeah. Cheers, Keith, for that compliment. Thank you.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of musical scores that I like. Can you just imagine like the Dark Knight? Dark Knight with, you know, Nolan's Dark Knight, and you've got the original '66 Batman theme to it. Exactly.
Yeah. That would be...
it just wouldn't work, would it? It wouldn't work.
Would be, yeah.
Daniel Chart, how you doing, sir? Thank you for joining us, my friend. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Cheers, honestly, if anybody hasn't heard Chris Miwa sing, go to Chasing 80s Toys YouTube channel, and there you'll be able to hear him sing. He's got an absolute fantastic voice, and I would definitely say crooner stuff, it definitely very much suits. Definitely. Chris Miwa, do you think you will get the Origin Snake Mountain if they release one? Ooh, now there's a question.
That's a good question for both of us, I think. Yeah, I will definitely get it. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 castles from Motu, be it Origins and be it Vintage already. I have no idea where I'm going to put it, but I'm sure I'll find a place for it. First, get that thing and worry about the space later. I think that's the best thing to do. So yeah, how about you, Stu?
Me, probably not straight away.
Yeah.
I would like to get it. It's one of those things that I would like to get, but I probably wouldn't get it straight away. I'm like you. I buy things and then worry about the space later. And yeah, absolutely.
That's usually good strategy.
Score always gets me. Yeah, probably one of the better John Williams scores. I mean, he just excels himself every time he does music. I wish he would have done something different for the Rise of Skywalker. That was just a compilation of music that he had from the previous films that he put into that one. So it would have been nice if he'd have done something different there. But here you go, guys.
Cheers, Pete. Cheers, Pete. Yeah, way too kind.
Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah, but take a look at Stranger Things, you know, that series, and what's that done for Kate Bush running up that hill? That thing has gone viral and over the top again. That great soundtrack and all the music in it, mostly synthwave. I love that stuff. Yeah. That really sets the mood and takes you back. That's what music and sound can do. You know, it takes
definitely.
you places.
And I'll tell you this one. I think you certainly won't catch me running up no hill. You find me, you find it a struggle finding me running anywhere these days. But yeah, got ET soundtrack on vinyl, bike chase scenes, but absolutely incredible. I mean, this is what I love about Universal Studios. You go to those studios and then you go on the rides, and one of my favourites has definitely got to be the ET ride, because you're sitting on that bike and you go up over that ridge bit and you look down below and you've got the town and you've got the moon in the background, and then John Williams' ET theme, flying theme, just kicks in, and you just feel like you're in the movie, and it's absolutely incredible. And I love that kind of thing, absolutely. Yeah, again, there's some great music. It's, you know, I think it suits the film very much so. You know, it's
yeah,
awesome.
The Goonies soundtrack is one. Oh, there it is. Yeah,
oh,
Goonies soundtrack. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some great music in that as well. What was it? Girls Just Want to Have Fun. That was Cyndi Lauper, wasn't
it? She's done that for that as well.
Absolutely awesome. I mean, what a great film that was. What a great film that was.
Wonderful. And like I said before, Back to the Future, it's not just the movie music, you know, the da, 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 but it's also, you know, Huey, Louie and the News, what he's done in there, and all that great soundtracks in that. CC Top in the third one. Yeah. That was great fun too. You know, I met Christopher Lloyd earlier this year in Belgium briefly, and he talked a bit about being on set with CZ Top when they're doing, you know, that Western scene with the guitars and the beards, and that was great. That's such a nice gent. Yeah.
Oh, hang on a minute. That was actually ZZ Top.
In the third, the third Back to the Future movie.
Oh, I did not know this. I've watched it loads of times, and I've never.
Watch it again.
Lord. I've got to watch it again now. Well, I don't need an excuse, but love Goonies soundtrack. Yeah, we've seen that one. Sorry.
Yeah. And isn't somebody a fan of Labyrinth or?
Yes, that will be Georgie. She loves Labyrinth and David Bowie.
There she is. Yeah, I remember seeing some Labyrinth things when I did the collector showcase for your collection, and I was like, wasn't there some Labyrinth in there?
God, how long ago was that?
I don't know. I forget track.
I think that was before I started my channel, wasn't it? That showcase.
Yeah. I think a lot of you guys been on collector showcase, and then I see like Goji was on there, and then he started his wonderful channel. So check out Goji's channel too. That's a great addition on the YouTube landscape. I think a lot of us in the community make the YouTube landscape such a better place to hang out, because there is a lot of stuff on there you don't want to see, but you guys in the chat who are making content, and I've seen a lot of you, we're doing a good thing. Restoring the Force. Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Remember I vaguely remember the 70s. I was only a young whippersnapper back in those days, so yeah. But now there's a real Squad 51 station at Universal Studios as a tribute to the show. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, we'll have to keep an eye out for that next time we go. Let's just have a little check ski, see how we're getting on. Okay, so for those of you who are joining us, the link to the donation page is at the top of the chat. It's pinned, thanks to some clever technical wizards in the chat that can know how to do these kind of things and stuff like that, and they guided us in the right direction. So much appreciated for that.
Absolutely.
So have you been on any more walks lately, Chris? Castles and stuff like that, because I know you like going around castles and looking at historic places. And
the weather really hasn't been that great over here, so and we did a lot of work on the house, so I'm looking forward to go to an event in Elfia, which is in April, which is called Elfia, and that's based on the castle grounds of one of the biggest castles in the Netherlands we have. But I love going to castles, and my last trip one of my last trips to the UK, when I did a road trip around the whole country from John of Groats to Land's End and everything in between. I've seen so many cool castles there, like Bamburgh Castle on Northumberland. That's a great one. I've been to Raglan Castle in Wales. Love that too, and everything in between. There's great stuff in Scotland. I love it. You know, that for me, coming to the UK, and it's been a while now since I've been there, unfortunately, with all the things happening in the world. But it feels like coming home to me. Yeah, and I have to. I don't think you can call it if it's a problem or something, but I have, because I'm not a native English speaker. Is that correct? Do I say that right?
Yeah.
I learned my English from TV. So if I've watched Sean Connery in Dr. No, then if you talk to me in English after that, I probably sound like that accent a bit. I take it over. So
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I take, so the moment I come into the UK, I immediately start taking over accents. And when I'm in Ireland, I probably take over the accent as well there, or the dialects, or the, that's, and I think
Awesome.
that's fascinating and wonderful from a cosplay and acting point of view as well. But
yeah,
so I think if you watch my videos, and I've watched some old videos of mine, I'm like, whoa, why am I talking English in that way there? Oh, I've watched the Sean Connery movie, and if you watch my video on the Man-at-Arms and Orko from Origins, I think there's a bit of Sean Connery in there, and that's totally something that happened without me even noticing. I noticed it afterwards when I watched the video. From, oh, whoa, is that something I should look out for? But hey, that's just me, I learned my English from 80s Saturday morning TV.
It's a good way to learn, definitely. I just want to say hi to John from Super Awesome Geek Show, another guy with a fantastic channel. So welcome to the chat. We're speaking to John a bit later as well, so that'd be cool.
Yeah, such a generous, great guy, John. Wonderful what he's doing on his channel. Yeah, I try to catch as much content of you as I can between working hours and everything going, but he has a great channel.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been thinking about doing some more outdoor stuff, but the weather over in the UK, it just hasn't been great. So I've just, not done it yet. I'll probably wait till the summer. So there's something I was planning to do last year, and I didn't get round to doing it, and I'll be wanting to do it. Well, looking at doing it again this year when the weather improves. There was a bit of information that I was missing, so I've got that information now. So I can use that information and then do something factually instead of just saying I think or making it up. So it's to do with War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
And I shall leave it at that. So but yeah, I've been looking forward, well, not looking forward to doing it. I've been wanting to do it for since last summer, but the weather's turned and like the time and stuff like that. And not only that, I'm not one of these people that feel comfortable walking around with a camera filming and talking. I'm okay when I'm on my own and there's no one around and I can do it on a like a quiet walk. But how about you? Are you because you go to a lot of but you did these conventions though, and these get-togethers and stuff like that, and you're filming.
It's easy. I'm at a convention. I'm like this.
Oh, so fair enough.
Who's going to recognize me, when you're in costume? But no, I'm just the same. I'm always a bit, and I always ask when I film other cosplayers at Comic Cons, for instance, are you okay with being on camera? Is it okay if I film you? And it's going to be on YouTube for other people to see. And then I never film anybody else, without asking there. But I'm always a bit, especially in the beginning, I'm like, oh, damn, yeah. Keeping the camera slow too close to my chest. Don't want to show off too much from. We're the same.
Yeah, no, I find it kind of. I'm not saying uncomfortable, but just to mention Georgie's comment, we live near the cathedral for the Yeoman too. Yes, so the cathedral that was in Yeoman was Guildford Cathedral, and that's where the Yeoman was filmed, the first one. And I remember sort of like vaguely seeing bits and bobs of that film as a kid, and it scared the living daylights out of me. And every time I look at the cathedral now, it just gives me like a shudder, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, no, yeah. I don't see with films. I'm not keen on supernatural stuff like that, because it's something that I don't know is real. I mean, I don't think it's real, but. Not the film, obviously, but the occurrences and stuff like that. I mean, like poltergeists. I mean, people are saying they've seen poltergeists and ghosts. Now, I'm not 100% sure that that's not the case. So I can't turn around and say, yes, there are ghosts. No, there's not ghosts. And I think it's because I'm not sure, and it could be a possibility. That scares the living crap out of me. It really does. And I don't like watching those kind of films. They're the ones that keep me awake at night, definitely.
Yeah, I get
it's freezing here. It's not much better over here. So you get used to it, but it's still nervous when starting it. Oh, what, the filming? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I've walked around with a camera. I started doing it at one of the Disney parks last year when we was on holiday, And I just thought, because I'm concentrating on filming, I'm not soaking the atmosphere up. I'm not enjoying the occasion. And, you know, it was just worried about the filming and stuff like that. So I kind of stopped in the end and just cut it short. But I guess, yeah, it'd be something I get used to. I mean, we've got Celebration coming up, so I'll probably do some filming there. Yeah. What's this good weather you are still talking about? We should. I've got a question for you. I've always wanted to know this, but do cosplayers like being asked to do photos? I'm always afraid to ask.
Yeah, everyone I know in the community, I've got a lot of friends in the cosplay community, they prefer it that you ask, you know. There's some photo taking people, is that even a thing, that you're eating a sandwich, you know, and you're totally out of character, and there's somebody sniping you with a photo, and they're taking that shot, and the shot ends up online. And that's something that, you know, you've been working so long at this costume, and you're using a photo where I'm just eating a hot dog or something. I think most of the cosplayers I know always appreciate it, and if you ask, from, hey, it's okay, I'll take your photo. And if you ask, we can take a pose, or, you know, we can try to look best for you to take that photo so you get the best memory to take home. So I think, yeah, that is, to quote a certain Mandalorian, this is the way.
Absolutely.
Good question.
Do you get many people? Do you get a lot of people coming up to you then, Chris?
Depends on who I cosplay, and depends on if there's another character wearing the same cosplay who looks better. And there's always a better, especially with Jack Sparrow, there's always a better Captain Jack Sparrow. There's probably always a better Mandalorian. What have I done from Skeletor? I think I was unique, the only cosplayer in the Netherlands going out at those events as Skeletor. So that was big fun. That was so much fun doing Skeletor. But again, so uncomfortable wearing that skeleton mask and those red LEDs, so you couldn't see a thing, you couldn't see where you were going, you couldn't hear properly. It's very hard to breathe, and that's all the sacrifices we do because we're passionate and we love it. So that's why we keep doing it.
I mean, you know, when I wouldn't down yourself. I mean, every costume that you've done that you can see your face, I think it really suits you. Jack Sparrow, I think you did Iron Man as well, Tony Stark. I mean, working on it. Yeah, but I mean, you know, Doctor Strange as well. I mean, I don't know the effort that goes into it. I just think it's a fantastic thing to do. So. It's great. It's great. And Chris, thank you for the amazing chat and helping Stu this way. Cheers, Dave. Thank you very much, mate.
This is the way. Yeah, not every character works for me, and sometimes you learn the hard way, or you have to try something first. But there's definitely a favorites.
Yeah. Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Well, listen, I would like to look at it as the toys come to life like they do in Toy Story. So I'm going to look at it that way because I don't want to be scared coming into here. What are you trying to do, Mark? Honestly, for goodness sake. Oh, Chris, if you get caught eating a hot dog, you're a Mandalorian no more. A trip to the mines for you, mate. Absolutely.
Depends in which Mandalorian team you are. You know, if you're looking from the point of view from Bo-Katan, I don't think she'll be making any problems if I put my helmet off. You know, I'm not wearing the helmet now, so obviously I'm not in the league.
Thank you for that. Do you know, it's silly because when I saw you, I thought, no, there's no way he's going to sit the full 2 hours with that mask on, surely, or the helmet on. You would have been, that would have been a nightmare.
Yeah, and this is already I'm only wearing the top half of the costume, but it's so many layers that I have on, and it's very warm, and especially with the helmet. I don't think if you can understand me that well wearing this and using a crappy microphone anyway. It's hard to see indoors with this visor too, so. But all for charity and all for you, Stu. That's why we dress up.
Really appreciate it, and I appreciate you taking the time. I appreciate everybody taking the time, whether it be coming on here, whether it be in the chat. I mean, this couple of hours is almost up. It's pretty much flown by. So I just hope by the end of it that my laptop doesn't overheat. And because I didn't think of that. I was like, all these things that sort of like come into your head and. When you're planning something, you always think about what can go wrong, and then what was that? Sorry. We can watch Chris melt. Yeah,
I'm melting. Yes.
melting.
I can do the Joker face or the Skeletor. The Skeletor did that too in one thing. Yeah, that's great.
So no pressure, Chris, but just to say, when this bit's over, you are more than welcome to feel free to jump on at any time later on if there's people that you want to chat to later on in the, I know you're an hour in front of everybody else and stuff like that, and well, the UK and whatnot. So, but the invite's there. Obviously, it will be the
Cheers,
same
mate.
link, so you can just jump on. So,
Yeah,
well, I'm not going to say goodbye to you yet because we've still got 10 minutes. So, what have you got planned in the not too distant future for your channel? What have you got coming up video wise? Is there anything or anything long term?
Retirement to an island in the Pacific, and no, none of that. You're not going to get rich off YouTube, folks. It's all that's not why I'm and most of us are in it anyway. We do it for the fun, for you, for the community, and everything. We got some cool videos coming, and we keep them coming. We're doing not the YouTube shorts that you see a lot, the less than a minute thing that pop up, but we're doing some short video, 3 to 4 minutes snack bite videos, so we keep them coming.
Hi, Carl.
So, Carl, cheers. Pete's going to do some more toy hunting. Jeff's got some great ideas, so you're going to see Jeff also in the near future.
Awesome.
I'm just doing what I like. If I see a cool toy and I feel like doing a video about it, I'm doing it. It's if you and I were making videos about things that we weren't really like it, you're going to burn out. You're going to burn up the channel in no time. So you got to keep doing what is fun, and that goes for everything in life, really. So
Absolutely.
But there's definitely the cosplay season is starting again in April in the Netherlands, so we're definitely going to get some cosplay events coming. And I like to share music, and again, I know they don't do so well as the toy videos and the toy hunts and everything else we do. I might have a look at my VHS archive. There is a playlist on the channel. YouTube doesn't allow it to be advertised that much, so it's a bit snowed under because it's me as a kid in the 80s, and they say that's a children's video, so YouTube policy there. But there's maybe a few videos I like to add to that collection too, where you can see actual footage of me in the 80s unboxing or playing with toys or doing things in the 80s. We got an old archive because we had cameras all the time growing up around us, and a lot of that footage is still there. So maybe share a bit of that if people like to see it too. So there's plenty of more to come, as long as you who watch think it's fun and enjoyable.
Absolutely,
we keep it coming, and yeah.
I really like those videos. I really like the videos you do where you where the kids and stuff like that, when you unwrapping stuff, and just brilliant, really, really cool. And we definitely enjoy it for sure, definitely.
That's fun to do, and especially the most fun is the interaction between channels. There's no rivalry here. We're all good friends, good sport, and we support one another, and well, I wish it's only a small fraction over here in the Netherlands, and most of the people think we're going bonkers.
Absolutely. Well said, Connor.
Cheers, Connor. Cheers, mate.
And well said, Boba Hicks as well. I'm just glad that everything is going back to kind of how things were pre-COVID. I mean, that was a horrible time for everybody. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And to get those conventions back and stuff like that. And anybody who's not subscribed, here's Chasing 80 Toys YouTube channel. A fantastic channel with fantastic guys making some fantastic content. Absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
So
look who's awake.
Grogu's back. Just checking my phone. All right, nothing major happening at the moment.
But time flew by. We're still in the air, almost 2 hours in, and we got a wonderful guest list coming up the rest of the 22 hours yet to come. So that's
thank you, Dave.
Wonderful.
Really appreciate that. Really appreciate it. Well, Chris, it's been sorry, Grogu. I'm stealing your thunder, mate. What was you going to say? Yeah.
I love this animatronic. It's a great. Don't say it's an animatronic. It's real. It's real Grogu.
Which one is that?
This is the one that. Yeah. Well, which one is it? I don't know what brand it was again, or I have the box somewhere in the cosplay room lying about. But yeah, it's a wonderful fella, and I'm gonna bring this to the next time I do Mando. Like, if you pat him on the head.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And he's got 52 different combinations he can do. If you keep him
Hi,
on the
Orlando.
back, he should fall asleep if I hold him like this. Let's see if that works.
Oh, okay, cool.
Are you going to go to sleep? Oh. He's getting tired now.
Oh, okay. He's gone.
Yeah, he's falling asleep slowly. So that should have done that earlier.
No, not a problem. Not a problem. It's all good. All good. Just want to say hi to Orlando in the chat. Thank you for joining us. Just to let you guys know that the donation link is in the chat at the top. It's pinned, so there you will find the donation link. We've done really well so far. So
yeah. Where are we at?
We're at $530.
Amazing.
That's a great start. So thank you so much to everybody who's donated. Like I say, every little bit helps to go towards fulfilling a particularly ill child's vacation.
Yeah, wonderful.
Absolutely. So I don't know if you just want to hang on for the last few minutes until
sure.
Darren turns up. That would be great, just to fill it out.
Yeah, no problem. Grogu is awake back. She's gonna get
He's awake now, is he?
He's gonna get pancakes in a bit. We're gonna eat, and I try to watch as much of the stream on my phone in the meantime.
No, that's not a problem.
So and like you said, maybe I hop on later in another cosplay if I'm awake. We're approaching evening now, so
yeah,
can't make any promises there. But this.
Listen, no, what you've done is absolutely fantastic. So I really appreciate you being on. Like I say, there's absolutely no pressure or obligation to come back on later. The invite's there.
Appreciate it.
It'd be great to see you again. If not, honestly, it's I know people have got lives to lead and stuff like that, and it's going to be late for people. So please don't feel you have to. So it's not an issue. Please donate, guys. It's a great cause. Thank you, Keith. Much appreciated, my friend.
It is wonderful. Yeah.
What's this? Thanks, Boba. What have we got here? Maybe it's gonna. He's just saying hello to everybody.
Yeah.
Great stuff, Chris. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Cheers. Absolutely awesome. No, not a problem. So just counting down the minutes now until we have our next guest. And talk of the devil, we have our next guest.
Oh, he's already here. Yes.
We have our next guest. Yeah. So guys, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, this has been Chris Miwa from Chasing 80s Stories. He's helped me kick the live stream off, and it's just been fantastic chatting to you. So how about you, Chris or Mando?
This is the way.
Absolutely fantastic. Right. Thank you so much. And we'll chat to you again soon, my friend. Take care now. Thank you.